Got another big heat coming your way now in round 2. Heat 5 will feature South African Bianca Buitendag and Australian Laura Enever. Should be a good battle. Laura Enever coming off a solid finish in a QS 6000 down at Manly Beach, the Australian Open of Surfing. She made the semi-finals, and it was only because of a priority blunder in the final stages of her semi-final heat that she didn't make the final for the second year in a row.
I'll see if she can rectify that blunder there, Ronnie. And you know, well, that's a good sign for her. That means she's on good equipment. She's doing good stuff. She's ripping. Two different surfers here in this heat. Really dynamic matchup here between Bianca, tall, goofy footer, and then a light-footed Laura. But she is feisty. If there is anyone that's feisty on tour, it's right here. Really fun to watch. She's super unpredictable. Right there, case in point. She came unstuck, but I don't think she knows what she's going to do. When she bottom turns and leans into a section, she really is sporadic. And Bianca, total different approach here. Methodical, very syrupy with her rhythm. She kind of takes her time, waits for the wave to stand up, and then goes for that big old swoop on her backhand. So this is cool. Pretty cool matchup here.
Last year was a shocker for Laura, though. She had one good result in Fiji, and then other than that, all 13th place finishes and an injury over there in France. But here she is, at a 4.5 on her first wave, and looking for more down the line from this ride. Nice floater there, but was really chasing that wave all the way down the line.
That was a big wave. Unfortunately for Laura, that thing shut down after her second turn. So just two kind of projection floaters trying to get up in front to that open face where she can lean into a carve. This first turn, I think she gets a little squirrely here, leans back. That was cool, very stylish. Different style. And then see, there's another projection floater. So those aren't the maneuvers you want to really hang your hat on as a surfer. You want that open wall where you can rip into it. So she's going to be back to the chalkboard.
Well, 22.5 minutes remaining here, and Bianca Buitendag, the strongest backhand on tour, a lot of people believe, just has that great rhythm, as Ross pointed out before, and when she finds a solid wall to tap into, she really does commit to some big maneuvers. This wave is a little slow though, and lacking size. I think that's a danger for Bianca. While she's had good results in smaller waves, on a right-hand point break like this, she'll want to get into some sets.
For sure. She's tall, but she's smart. She uses that height to her advantage. She has a lot of leverage, and that's the good thing about being a taller surfer on tour is you can throw a lot of spray around. If you have good technique, it's not going to hurt you. It'll help you. She does that, you know, once she leans into a turn on a big open wall, as you said, with a little more meat behind it, she throws a ton of spray. But this wave's not in that category, is it? Just a little dribbly on the inside.
Yeah. Well, I know Sally can get sevens anyway, so I was kind of expecting her to get, you know, at least 2 sevens or even higher. So I was like, all right, just gonna trust myself and just, you know, kind of stick to my guns and what I know, because it's all you can really do at the end of the day.
All right, well, great job.
Just give a shout out to Lakey. Really bummed for her. Like, it's a good opportunity for me, but at the same time, you know, it's just not in human nature to let someone get injured. And I spoke to her, and she was really cool. She made me proud and stuff. So yeah, just all the best with the rehab. Time goes so fast. You'll be back as soon as you know it. And yeah, it's weird watching the comp without you, but you know, soon enough you'll be back in the water and just killing it. So yeah, all the best with the rehab, Lakey.
And during that interview, Laura Enever dug into a couple of big moves.
Nice opening carve there. This was a lottery ticket. Nice, solid wall, overhead. And it didn't really, you know, some of these waves fizzle on the inside. That one really stood up for Laura for 3 big moves. So looking at the board right now, this is easily going to be the best score. That opening carve was the one, wasn't it, Ronnie? Really nice hack. She's got a decent amount of rail in the water. Kind of let the fins free on that second move, so pretty solid.
The judges have been loving the first turns so far, especially throughout this second round. We saw that from Bronte, I think, in the last heat. Just straight into the lip on each of her scoring rides from the outside, and Laura on that effort really dug in, held that rail for a long time. Of how many good grommets have you seen out there in the lineup?
Honestly, it's been out of control. Like every time you turn around, you see a new one, and they look like they've got the best style and the best, turn already. They've already worked on their form. Little Jay Akalupo has been out there just firing away.
Well, here goes Bianca now. She's chasing a 7.01 on this wave, and she finds a bit more flow here and gets a bit more aggressive. This wave has a better pace for Bianca's surfing, and she's able to just go turn to turn. It doesn't have to mess around in between, keeping that board moving. Looking a little bit more alive there. 4 minutes remaining, and that will be her best ride. Finished the year with a quarterfinal, got all the way to 4th position on the rankings.
Yeah, she really found her groove, didn't she? And she was just easily coming across huge scores, as you mentioned, for a few months there. And there's that flare right on cue. We were asking for her to, maybe put forward a little more energy. She found it. Buckets to the sky, too. She was throwing some spray there. So easily going to be her best score, Ronnie.
Well, the big fan of Bianca Buitendag is Rosie Hodge. She's out there in the channel. What did you make of that 7.37, Rosie, and our comments about Bianca needing just to put the foot down a little bit more?
Yeah, that's the thing, is she is so cool, calm and collected. I think Bianca, she never looks like she's rattled. She doesn't look like she's nervous ever. She just takes it in her stride, and I think she was just waiting for that opportunity. It was a smaller wave that just really reeled off on the bank, and Bianca made the most of it, and just narrowly getting that score, I might add. So, she's put herself in a good position. There's only a little bit of time on the clock, and now, it's Laura's to answer back. Obviously, she's got priority, so both of these ladies are going to have to be smart in the last stages of this heat.
Main thing is, 45 seconds left. She needs a wave.
Well, she is going to pull the trigger on this ride. It's a small wave. She's going to have to surf out of her skin, and she takes off, digs into that first turn, but she gets bogged down and takes a fall. Her back foot slipped off there, and Laura Enever will not chase down a 4.88 with that ride, but she might get another opportunity on the inside here. She's swinging, still 20 seconds to go. She'll get a crack at this wave. She doesn't love it. She kicks out. She might even get another opportunity here, Ross. 10 seconds remaining now. She's got to have a go at this one. Just have a go. That wave is way too small. It's not even going to break, unfortunately, for Laura. She surfed a great heat, but Bianca was always going to be dangerous. Out the back with priority. She hunted down a 7.37. It was just enough to see her into the lead. And Laura Enever, well, she took a fall when the pressure was on. 11.87 is enough to give Bianca Buitendag the win.